What's up, guys? My name is Alex. This is your waiver wire for week 8. If you have not seen it yet, from last week is when I started this category. I picked a quarterback, a wide receiver, and a running back that is a free agent in 50% or more of leagues, and who could help your team in future weeks. Not necessarily this week, but sometimes this week, whatever. Obviously, you're starting out with our quarterback. We're going to go with a guy that can help you this week. I'm definitely going to go with, as weird as this might sound, I'm going to go with, I'm dying over here. I'm going to go with Mark Sanchez. He's playing Miami this week. He's only owned 19, or just under 20% of leagues, according to ESPN. So, playing Miami, the secondary isn't great. It's not bad, but it's not great. Back there. So I just wouldn't doubt Sanchez. According to ESPN, he is projected only 11 points, which I completely disagree with. It says that he's going to throw an interception, 243 yards, and a touchdown, which I completely disagree with. Whatever, I guess I can't really say anything about that to change it, but I expect at least 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I just said 3 touchdowns out of Mr. Sanchez. I'm sorry, I'm watching the Vikings game, and Adrian Peterson just had a touchdown. So but anyway, we're moving into running back. Andre Brown. He's a guy. This is not a guy. He's a guy that's been picked up and dropped again. He's owned in 39.4% of leagues. I say do not pick him up, definitely. He's on the waiver wire as well. A guy I would say to pick up, though, is Danny Woodhead, owned in 35.8% of leagues. He has not scored over 10 points this year. He only has 1 touchdown. But I'm expecting a touchdown this week against St. Louis, the defense. You saw what the Packers did to them last week. It's not like it was a complete blowout, but the Packers definitely look good. Randall Cobb had 2 touchdowns. Jordy Nelson had 2 touchdowns, and James Jones had 1. That's 5 for Aaron Rodgers right there. So, or I think James Jones got called back. So I think he had 4 touchdowns. But anyway, the secondary cannot hold up. The linebacking core is led by James Laurinaitis, and the secondary is led by Cortland Finnegan, but that's about it. So I believe that Danny Woodhead will have at least a touchdown this week, but I could be wrong, obviously. And then we are moving on to our wide receiver, who was picked up in 50 or less than 50% of leagues. We have a guy who I told you to pick up last week. I'm going to tell you again. He had a huge day last week with 120 yards. He's just under 50 at 47.3%. Jeremy Curley, he's the rookie receiver for the Jets. He is a stud. I told you to pick him up last year. His career game, besides week 1 and week 3, and he's playing another bad team this week. Yeah, I threw 2 Jets in here because I know they're going to blow out the Dolphins. The 2 weeks that 3 weeks, that Curley had big games with Buffalo, Miami, New England, and here we play Miami again. If you look at those 3 teams, what do they all have in common? They're all division rivals. So Jeremy Curley has had a huge game against all division rivals this year. That's why I said pick him up for this week. He is projected at 10 for ESPN at 100 yards. My name is Alex. Thank you for watching, and I am out.